Sounds great to me. A different career. I think I've heard a saying somewhere before. 80% of a working adult's woes are due to not. It's just a saying, of course, but even I will admit that and if I want to make Mora, I should finish that ridiculous commit. Hold on. I just remembered that I used to have a senior classmate by the name of. Maybe I'll be able to get some advice from him.
Ah, Kaveh, it's you!
Yeah, it's been a long time, Alkami. Things.
I heard that you were the genius behind the palace of Alcazazare. Hard to make a profit. You've got to be. Unless the client fled before they paid the commission fee.
Well,
I understand. Either way, doing one. I mean, I obviously never had your reputation to live up to. That must have been stressful. Well, not exactly. My work is still closely related to. Judging from the look on your face, you're still strapped for Mora. That's quite unfortunate. With that said, us Kasharawar grads should still look out for each other.
Are you serious? But something like that has got to be some kind of top-level business secret. Besides, I don't want to just take something like that without offering anything in return.
Oh, you're too kind. This is just a simple tip. Even if I didn't bring it up, I'm sure you'd hear it from the others sooner compared to the classes taught by those old fossils at the Academia. Unlike the Academia, I won't turn down anyone who's interested. It just so happens that I'm still looking for a few more, regardless of the pay. I can already guarantee.
Ah, so you want me to join you as an instructor? What do you think, Traveler?
Then it's a deal.
Yes, it's a deal. Thank you, Alkami.
Oh, like I said, there's no need. As for the pay, how about we start as to
300,000?
It would seem that you're still oblivious to your own economic. 300,000 is also just the base rate. I have to go make some preparations now.
I was never particularly close with Alkami when we were in I've hosted free lectures before, but this would be my first time being hired to lecture for a formal business. Thanks so much. Now, what should I talk about tomorrow? Some lessons I've. All right, let's meet here again tomorrow morning. I should hurry. I was up last night preparing for the lecture, but I ended up getting so excited that I couldn't.
Lesson plan. But the training center has already developed its own set of teaching materials. Sure, be my guest. It's almost time for the lecture to start. Feel free to head in and start the class whenever.
So you've already developed your own set of teaching materials. There's something else I want to ask, though.
No need to stress. There are only 20 people in this class. There are 14 classes at my training center. Out of all of them, the first class has the best
20 people, huh?
Oh, and one last thing. In the interest of keeping a quiet learning space, I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait out.
Sorry about that. I'll meet you at the door when the class is over then.
Hey there. Can I help you? Oh, well, call me. I heard he earned a fortune working as a renowned... if the tuition wasn't sky high...
Did you hear? Alchemy
I bet that'll boost his enrollment.
really makes you jealous, eh? If you think about it.
That's true, but you've got to admit, his advertisements are really effective for those who can't pass the exam or who just want to jump straight into the industry.
Man, to have that...
All right, class is over, so we can just chat for a bit. I shouldn't have lost my temper during the lecture.
No, you weren't scary at all.
Oh, don't get me started. Alchemy may fool an amateur, but he can't fool anyone who's active in our profession. In my opinion, the most important skill of an architect is that there are tens of thousands of buildings in the world, as well as the architects who can critically evaluate the quality and fit of different designs are those who all these students are doing in class is rote memorization of how can they expect to become real architects? When they're done with this class, all they'll be-
But Mr. Kaveh, we didn't really understand anything you said after you What's the big deal anyway? It's not like we're looking to...
You're studying architecture to-
Yeah! My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alchemy.
In that case, I'm afraid you'll probably be disappointed.
But how? He also said that as long as we graduate from his class, it won't be long before I can put these...
Come on.
But, Mr. Alchemy...
You... It's pointless trying to... Let's go, Traveler. Let's hear about
What's wrong, Kaveh? Were the students not astute enough for your liking?
Yeah, I'm mad at them. But I'm even more upset that the students are all here hoping for a quick way to make money. But we both know that if your client is unhappy, you can't break ground. And the longer a project goes, the longer it takes for you to get paid. You know all of this just as well as I do.
Look, Kaveh, you may deny it all you want, but it's a fact our clients care very little for the effort we pour into our design. Why should we cling on to a profession that's difficult and unrewarding if it's near impossible to make money as an architect?
Wait, how does that make any sense? Aren't you...
We are already stuck, my friend. The more people... That's right. Making money as an architect is... None of the students will ever know, however. In their eyes, the more students I get, the more money I earn.
And then what? Once they graduate, they'll still find out when that happens, your facade will pop like a...
But that's just one way to look at the problem. No, and also, I never actually promised that they would. I'm not even scared if they do come back and stir up trouble.
How can you sleep at night knowing that you're doing all this? I can't believe that I once saw you as a decent human being.
And the same goes to you. How many years has it been since you... Only fools will see art as revered. I urge you to think about what I've said. As the light of the Ksharawar, you've accumulated... Think it over, Kaveh.
I'm so mad. I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing more... Of course. I'm sure you've realized that as long as I remained at this center, he is right about one thing, though. The most that they could accuse him of is false advertising. And Oh? Did you notice something else? Yeah. The rate he gave me was 300,000 mora per lecture. If you're gambling everything on making it rich as an architect, are you really going to have the... Right. We should hurry. The students didn't believe a word I was telling them. We're never going to get any information from them again if we let Alkami talk to them.
Oh, Mr.
Class finished a while ago, but
I wanted to stay for a little longer. I'm still thinking about.
of course they were. All the examples I drew were. It's a good thing that you could recognize them for their beauty. The accumulation of knowledge is the.
Resonate?
Yes. When I first got into architecture,